G'day, welcome to another episode of Aqua, mate, and today we have another species care guide on the Gold Barb or Chinese Barb. I've been keeping Gold Barbs for a few years now, and in my opinion, they are one of the hardiest fish in the hobby. The Gold Barb is from Southeast Asia, and in the wild, it actually has a really green tinge through the middle part of its body, but pretty much every single one that you'll see in aquariums or anywhere in pet stores around the world will be that gold color. They'll be lacking that green because they're all captive bred, but still they're a really, really good looking fish. So the colorations for the ones that you might purchase for your aquarium are gold, and they'll have those red fins and they'll have sort of a black pattern scattered through the middle of their body. Now when I say gold, these guys are gold. They're not like orange like goldfish and that sort of thing. It's really, really cool. They're a slightly different color. They're more yellow and they really glisten under the lights of your aquarium. They're a really peaceful fish, so they're good in community aquariums. Temperatures ranging from about 18 to 24 degrees. So they're like things on the cooler side. You might see them in tanks with goldfish and that sort of thing. I have them in with a large goldfish in my tank, but I do have a temperature set at 21, and they share that with Corydoras, Pakistani loaches and some endlers. While I only have two, they actually would be better off if you had about 5 or 6. I just keep tossing up. It's my own mistake. I look at that tank all the time and think I'd like to do something different with it, and I just continually think about changing it, but I haven't done so for a long time. So either I need to get my act together and change it, or I need to get another 4 or 5 of these guys so that I've got a really cool school of Gold Barbs. In saying that, you can see this is a 4-foot tank, so the best idea is to have these guys in nothing smaller than an 80 litre or 20 gallon tank. They are one of the larger barb species because they'll grow up to about 7.5 centimetres, so anything smaller than that is just not going to be enough to let them grow out fully. Being a hardy fish, their pH levels can be anywhere from 6 to 8, so they're pretty easy to keep fish and pretty easy to maintain. If you're a bit slow with your water changes and all that sort of stuff, they're pretty forgiving. So that makes them the perfect beginner fish, or just a really good fish from any aquarist. Females will generally be a little bit smaller, and the males, when they're ready to mate, will have a nice red belly show up, trying to show off for the girls. So it's probably the best way to tell them apart as far as sexing. They're not fussy eaters. I feed them flakes, I feed them pellets, I feed them freeze-dried foods. They'll go for anything. So again, that's really handy for any beginners in the hobby and just pleasing the rest of your community tank. These guys can live up to 5 years, so if you do get a school of them and you do have the right size tank, they're going to give you plenty of enjoyment, and they'll reward you just sort of looking after that middle column of your tank, being really active and just seeing that gold shimmer as they swim around. Definitely one of the most underrated fish, I think, personally, in the hobby. They're really good for a fish keeper of any level. So there you have it. That's just a nice little overview of the Gold Barbs or Chinese Barbs. If you're thinking about getting some, or you've already kept them, let me know in the comments down below. I want to see what your experience has been with these really cool fish. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. There's plenty of other species care guides on the channel already, and we're doing lots of work on this fish room in here. So I'm trying to keep you updated at least once a week with a video, and it's really cool to have you part of the team.